You know, I always say the draft is like Christmas, a grown man's Christmas. And in the second round, it was like I opened my Christmas box and Ron got me some socks, drawers, and wife beaters. Things you need, but maybe not things you want. And we actually needed a DT, and we got Fedarian Mathis. We only really had two DTs, so I think we got another guy, but we only really had two DTs, and Deron Payne, we're not going to sign him back, so I would think that's why we did what we did in that regard. But I'm really not mad at the pick. I never get mad if somebody gets me some socks, drawers, and wife beaters for Christmas. I never get mad. But let's talk about Fedarian Mathis, man. DT out of Alabama, 310-pound guy, big guy, smart guy, team captain. I mean, he checks the boxes. Good run stuffer, sneaky pass rusher. I mean, he had 9 sacks, but that could be tricky. But he does have the ability to get sacks, so can't be mad at that. Another Alabama guy to put in the rotation with Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, and I think he'll be a good rotational piece and possibly a starter next year. So you can't be mad when you get a starter. But you can't be mad when you get a rotational DT that with the capabilities of next year being your starter, because we already know that we're not signing Payne back. So that puts us at a place to where we're going to be paying Jonathan Allen and not paying Fedarian Mathis. So you get him for cheap. You can't be mad when you get a player for cheap. And if he's a good player, we're going to find out. We're going to see if Ron's going to coach Mathis up. Ron's excited about him. So that leads me to, of course, Brian Robinson Jr. Now, when I opened this box, I was like, okay. I like when I open this box. Not that I didn't like the drawers and the socks and the wife beater. But nah, dog. This guy runs angry. This was one of the things. This is crazy that, yeah, socks, drawers, and I'm going to keep saying it. Socks, drawers, and wife beaters. Ron got me what I needed. I was sick. If I'm sick, I need chicken noodle soup. And that's kind of like what he's doing right now. We needed a power back that can run between the tackles. I've been saying we needed a running back all off season. And we got him, and I knew we were going to get him kind of high. That's one thing that I said, and if you missed Peyton Barber, you got to upgrade. This is Peyton Barber with a little bit more juice. So I'm loving the Brian Robinson kid out of Alabama. He just runs angry and mean. And the other thing about him is getting a running back is like buying a used car. What's the very first thing that you do when you go buy you a used car? You see if there's mileage on it. This kid doesn't have a lot of mileage. You jump right on in the car and drive. So I'm just gonna, I'm not too excited about the 2 picks, but sometimes when you're not excited, it works in the end, and you be like, okay, your parent was right. So we're going to go into the day 3 today, and maybe we'll get a few things what we want. And let's take command.